Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another podcast with Bro Talk. If you're here for the first time, welcome. This is a podcast where we talk about brotherhood, manhood, and fatherhood. And I'm here with my brothers.
Yo, take that COVID cough somewhere else, man.
Bro.
See, coronavirus, man. You spread germs, man. All through the internet, man.
Nah, that's a post pizza cough right there. Ate too much.
Listen, I gotta take a sip, bro. I gotta take a sip.
Yo, while he eating or figuring out his life, yo, bro, the beard is looking fly, bro. The beard is dope.
It's cold out here, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling the beard, bro.
You gotta keep the face warm a little bit, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling the beard. Yo, man, it's good. Yo, we missed you, bro. You know what I mean? But we pray you had a relaxing, enjoyable time on the cruise, man. Had some time away, was able to just, get recharged, re-energized, because we know the stress and demands of just everything, it can take a toll. So we just glad you got a chance.
Do you see Isaac's face right now? That boy tired. You see his face?
Man, listen.
I was trying to get the Brox level, but there wasn't enough sun in the world, man.
Yo,
not enough sun on this planet, man, to get me to where that brother is, though. But yeah, there was enough. I definitely enjoyed it, man. It was nice to be on a trip, be away for 7 days, an extended trip, longer than we usually take. So we did a 7-day cruise to where do we hit? Haiti, Jamaica, and the Bahamas on the way back.
Nice.
And it was beautiful weather.
Okay, so you said Haiti, and like it made me think of Lupita Nyong'o, and because in the Black Panther Wakanda Forever, that's where she's kind of living, away from Wakanda with her son, and I'm a fan of Lupita, like she's it ain't too many people I'm a fan of, but Lupita.
Hear that, Toya?
Hey, Toya, no. Toya, no. I don't say nothing about her and her people she fans of. You know what I mean? All I got is Lupita.
Who Toya like? Zac Efron?
No, Maurice Chestnut.
Zac Efron.
Dude, who don't love Maurice Chestnut, dude?
Yo, man, listen. So for the longest, right? For the longest, most recently, it's been Jonathan Majors. Well, no, she recently fell off of Jonathan Majors, so I think she might have went back to what's my boy from y'all watch Queen Sugar. What's the dude from Queen Sugar? Ralph Angel from Queen Sugar. Yeah. I get you don't know, dude, right? But I bet you Brandy know.
Probably.
Ask her about Ralph Angel.
Yo, so is it a bad thing, like, if your significant other's crushes doesn't look anything like you or have none of the same characteristics, right? Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Like, I don't understand.
I think it's healthy. I think it's healthy. You know what I mean? The reality is that we get married, but we don't go blind. You know what I mean? And so
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just like, you married me, right? And you're attracted to me, but you're telling me you're attracted to this other person that looks nothing like me. That's a tough sell right there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, man,
Listen, y'all brothers, man, y'all can't be too selfish, man. Y'all can't be too selfish. I'm gonna just leave it.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just like, things that make you go,
If you don't understand what I'm saying by this, scream, just shut up.
No, I'm just reading this Facebook post. I was processing.
Oh, okay, I thought you was looking at me and trying to understand what I mean.
I was trying to.
I don't want you to open your mouth at all.
I was just trying to process what was going on with this post.
What's this post you read, bro?
It
the one in the
says,
comments.
yeah, in the comments, but we'll come back to that.
Yeah,
we'll come back to that. But we appreciate your comment, brother. All right, so we got quite a show today, but Isaac, blessings to you, bro, and your family and everything. So you already know. Welcome back. I think we should get right into it, man. I think, talking about economic empowerment and talking about how we can set our families up for success, how others have set their families up for success, I think is a great discussion for us to have. So hold on. Toya said,
"Okay." You see the cosign there?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't look nothing like Ralph Angel.
Nah, you don't, bro.
Exactly. I don't look nothing like Ralph Angel.
Toya, you got to make the connection for us. Say something about it's like the shape of your head or something like that.
Yeah, when I say she watched Queen Sugar. I mean, like Scandal. Like, you know how people was making sure they was in front of their TV to watch Scandal. It was like that. She was not missing Queen Sugar for Ralph Angel.
I watched Scandal for the first season. It was pretty good. Then it got wild. Then I said, you know what? You got it. I'm gonna let y'all have Scandal, man. Scandal got
she says she likes chocolate.
Yeah. according to my son, I'm not chocolate. I'm mid-skin. He said I'm mid-skin.
So wait.
Let's change the subject. Man.
Oh, okay. Because okay.
Change the subject. I'm gonna be the bigger brother.
All right, cool. All right, we're gonna change it.
Because this is not gonna end well.
We're gonna change it. You're right.
It's not gonna end well, man.
Only for Kareem.
Nah. I didn't even say nothing.
It's not gonna end well, man.
I was just
change the subject, man. He be talking about he's not chocolate or whatever. He's not this, he's not that. Let's change the subject.
Yo, I did a facilitation not too long ago. I said something, man. I was gonna miss the kids. I had to say pause. I just had to say it. They all looked at me and was like, I was like, I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, they looked at you like I'm looking at you like.
So, gentlemen, so Isaac, you just went on a 7-day cruise with your family. I just went on an anniversary trip. bRho, not too long ago, came from Ghana. And bRho, you go to Ghana during like the most expensive time of the year, don't you?
But it's a time that it's needed though.
Yeah.
And it's meaning to it too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because Christmas is when we really get together and we do family things, and
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of the things too. Plus, I get to see my little princess, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I had candies,
Mm-hmm.
peach, red, whatever color you.
Yo, bRho, you told us to stop. Now,
I'm just joking. Hey, Shatoya, I'm joking, Shatoya.
So, I guess where we want to start this conversation, because I think, man, is when we think about like economic empowerment, it can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. But I think for me, when I think about economic empowerment, I really just think about just having choice. Like just being able to say, like, if I want to get a potato, I can get a $10 potato or I can get a $2 potato, but either one I get is not gonna break me.
It's food.
What?
You gonna splurge.
I was just
it don't matter.
You said I'm a splurge. Be like, hey,
it don't matter.
Ain't no price cap, man. Like he don't care how expensive eggs get. Man, 2 dozen at a time.
Give me those right there. Let me get
Oh my goodness.
But in all seriousness, I think it's really about the principles. It's about what we teaching our kids. It's about what they see us do. Like, for example, like I know our kids have bank accounts, savings accounts or whatnot. My son's been talking a lot about like, Dad, I want to like start selling t-shirts and hats and beanies or whatever or like, Dad, I want to start a YouTube channel, because he's seeing that, one, like, people his age are doing this, and his birthday's tomorrow, and he's also seeing that people are making a lot of money as well. And I think, our kids, man, having like an entrepreneurial mindset, like Isaac, your kids, they sell cookies and lemonade and things like that. And, Balo, your kids do certain things, man. And bro, your kids is coming up, but
Listen,
all they gonna know is entrepreneurship.
my son was out there. So my son was out there all this week off, man. He was hustling driveways.
He was shoveling.
He was out there. He made him a good buck too.
Yeah.
He made him a good buck.
Here's the question though. What do you do with that money?
So half is put up, and then we let him, we gave him a little bit of play money. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But the other half is put up. And then my youngest son, he know his gift. So he hustles his intellect. So my father-in-law, hey, for every 100 he gets on a test, or every, like, let's say A he gets on a report card, he get like $20. Man, he drive, and so what he did was, now he worked out a deal with both of them. So $20 from my father-in-law, and then 20 from my mother-in-law as well.
He hustling.
Oh man, listen, because all he get is hundreds. All he get is, he just, and so when he have a test and he get 100, one of the first things he'll say is like, hey, can we go to grandma or dada? Can we go see grandma and dada? So, and if you're not really thinking, you'll think, oh man, sweet little dude want to just go see. And now he does make sure he go check on his grandparents, but
man, he get something out the deal though.
You want to get that coin, man.
Yeah.
But you can't teach stuff like that though. Like he's got a product that he know works, right? Almost 99-100% of the time.
And he bet on himself.
He's betting on himself, man. But let's talk about that though, because that's something that people say all the time, like, yo, bet on yourself. You gotta bet on yourself. You gotta step out on faith. But like, what does that really mean to bet on yourself though? Like, what does that really mean? Or what could it mean?
I'll be honest, without like, I don't want to say I'm, being too deep, but because the reality is, I am who I am as a believer. And I often, I remind myself constantly of this, is that God made man on the sixth day. And this was a revelation that the Lord gave me one time. He said he made humanity on the sixth day. And I was like, I was kind of dealing with it. And he said, but, humanity was on my mind before day one, but I didn't create humanity until day 6. And I was like, well, make it make sense to me. And what he showed me, or what he revealed to me, was, but if he had created humanity first, nothing that humanity needs would have been accessible to him. They would have sat around and waited. So by the time humanity was created, everything that we would have need of was already here. So I think so often we feel like the things that we need to do what we're trying to do or accomplish in life are somewhere external or outside of our locus of control or reachability. And really everything that we really need, when we start to take a serious inventory, is right within our grasp. It's within our reach. And I think we have to start rewiring ourselves to be conscious of that, of how accessible, the things that we have are to us, and really start to tap into those things. I mean, even when you start to think of trying to maybe invest in things, and if you're a homeowner, you have an asset, you know what I mean, and how can I begin to leverage my asset to now make money work for me, as opposed to just me constantly work for money. So there's so many ways that we just have to, I think we have to know the available vehicles to us, but we also have to be conscious that everything that we have need of is already accessible to us.
Absolutely, man. It's already, like, when we're already born with a certain set of skills and assets that were destined really only for us to be able to have and to be able to use, really, in order to support somebody else. Like, even when we're thinking about business, like, yeah, we want to make a profit. Like, yes, we want to make a profit. one of the major reasons why we go into business is because we have something to offer that can make somebody else's life better or make somebody else's life easier. And I think we don't always come at it from that way. We come at it from how much money can I make? You know, that's our mindset is like, I need to make the money. I need to make the money. But yet, if we offer a good product, if we offer a good service, and we have great customer service, I think that in terms of checkbook, like you're just writing an open check. You know what I mean? When you have those things. But I think too, because we've been so wired to go to college, get a job, save up for 40 years, and hopefully on the back end, you'll have a nice little nest egg, and then you could be able to enjoy the last 15, 20 years of your life. But I think this generation, our generation, and definitely the next generation, they don't want to live like that. Like, they don't want to wait till they're 65 to enjoy themselves. Like, they want to do it now.
No, I think you touched on another good point, bro, in terms of just like whatever industry you might look to feel like you want to aspire to make your mark in. I think so often, like, you know, we'll look around and we'll say, well, the world doesn't need, or Rochester doesn't need another this or another that. And I think that is the wrong mindset or mentality that we have. You know, what you have is, if you really believe in what God has placed in you, man, go all the way with it. You know what I mean? Because he placed it in you for a reason. And this, you know, if we all embraced or adopted that mindset or mentality, there would only be a McDonald's, or there wouldn't be a Wendy's or a Burger King, or you know, there wouldn't be a Don and Bob's. There wouldn't be it's a hamburger joint on every other corner.
Yeah.
Because somebody said, you know what, just because that there's a hamburger place down the street doesn't mean my hamburger isn't gonna sell, or because I don't want to be the next hamburger joint. So yeah, man, if whatever you got to offer, man, if you truly believe in it and are willing to put in the work and the time that it takes, you know, to behind it to be successful, then yeah, absolutely. Don't let that there's others doing that and occupying that space be what discourage you or deter you.
But here's the next level, because I want to hear from Ike and bRho on this. So the next level of that is McDonald's wasn't originally McDonald's. You know, it was right. It was burger joint, but somebody had the idea and say, man, what if we consolidated all the burger joints, then we just brought it under one name? You know what I mean? And like, I think that's the next level. I think that's the next level in Rochester is that I think it's great that there's different burger joints, different clothing stores or whatever they have. But if somebody had the idea to say, you know what, yo, let's all come together and let's create one entity, and underneath that entity will be these different businesses, and then we all can get a percentage from that, because that to me, that's playing the long game. Is that, and that's how the other big box companies have been around for so many years, is because they figured out, like, I'd rather have 100 stores and make 10% instead of getting one store making 100 and making, I don't know, 50% profit or whatever. You know, like they just put it together like, hey, I can multiply my earnings. But Ike, man, and bRho, I want to hear from y'all, because bRho, you're in a special case, because I shouldn't say special case, but you know, you sell nationally and internationally. You know what I'm saying? And Ike, you know, you're just kind of getting your kids, but Ike, you've always been a great saver. Like, even when we were in college, I don't know how you had money, but you always had it. Because
you just said I was poor. Jeez. I was. Nah, so
Eastsiders.
Going back to the statement is betting on yourself, right? I think the reason that we use the term bet is because it takes into account that idea of not having those additional securities of working for somebody else, right? So I think working for somebody else is a little bit easier, because usually if you get a job, and you're putting in all this time, the time, energy, and effort, your 40 hours a week or whatever that job is requiring, along with that comes insurance, right? Along with that comes additional incomes that could potentially support some of the work that you're doing if you come upon hard times. You know, a lot of that comes with the securities of an organization that has a lot of clout, or it has, you know, a name in the community where people know it, and you have a much easier track to be successful because of that name recognition. So I think a lot of that betting on yourself is moving away from that idea of having all those securities that come along with, you know, with a job, and which is why I think a lot of people don't do it, because every one of us, I think, on the screen right now has the ability to run their own business and operate their own business. But so for some of that, it might be the reason I'm not doing it is because of the fear of not having those securities. I have a large family, right? I've got 5 other people I gotta, you know, take care of, you know, based off of the money that I have coming in. Could I start a business and do a lot of the same work I'm doing now and then be successful? Yes. Could I? But what happens if I, you know, within the first 2 years I have a bad year?
Nobody
Like,
told you to get her pregnant that many times.
Yeah, I can't get nobody pregnant right now, but but you know, what if I have a bad year within the first 2 years? Like that could be detrimental to like all the things that, you know, my kids have grown to the stability that, you know, that they understand and that they know, right? That means gymnastics isn't going to happen anymore, you know, in year 2.5, right, or year 3, right? So some of those things are, you know, are going to be different, and I think a lot of times that's the fear of not taking that step and not moving forward and betting on yourself. So, you know, that's my take on it. That's my stance on it. It's not for everybody, right? Not everybody is comfortable enough to navigate in that area, in that arena. But I also believe that anyone can do it, you know, as well too. It really just depends on your situations in life, your current situation in life at that specific time where you're thinking about taking that leap of faith.
I got thoughts, but I want to hear from Brew.
No, but I agree with Ike. Everything that Ike says, basically what I was going to say. You know, it's a fear, man. It's a fear of really going out there and do well. You know, are you going to have the same amount of money that you have to take care of family and take care of stuff that you need to take care of? You know what I'm saying? Because, man, there's times I get up, I don't want to get up in the morning, man. It's cold outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I know I have a special talent. You know what I'm saying? I could cook. So why not cook and just have my own thing and try to market it and try to do certain things with it? You know what I'm saying? Even if it's I get a food truck or I get this or do this or do that, you know? But I look at those things like, man, I wanted to pull the trigger on these things, you know, and you know, it just I don't know what I'm looking for, man. You know, but it's just difficult, man. You just the unknown. It's the unknown, man. You don't know. Like I said, you know, your first year you might start, you may have a good month. And you'd be like, yeah. Next 3-4 months is like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And then what's gonna happen after that? Give up a job that you was doing good at. The money was okay. You was feeding your family. You could save a little bit of it, you know. And to this right now, you can't save nothing. You know, you're behind some bills, and you got to catch up. And what are you going to do? You know, so you know, and the time that we're in too, you know, time that we're in, you know, with President 48 or is it 48?
47.
He's trying to be 48 though.
Facts.
You know, President 47. You never know what's going on with them, man, and you never know what's. You know, imagine you have a food truck. Oh, food truck is canceled. You can't do food truck on the streets no more. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Then what? You know what I'm saying? This dude said, I'm going into the Oval Office and I'm going to sign off on this document. You know what I'm saying?
You know the wild. You know, the wild part, Brew, is this around DC, like near the White House, is nothing but food trucks.
Nothing but food trucks, bro. You know what I'm saying? You be like, hey, you know, food truck is blocking my way for coming in DC. So guess what? No more food trucks. You know what I'm saying? You can
you can have a food truck. You just can't have a food truck that do certain cuisines for certain people. That it's got to be
right.
Right. I mean, that's
because that's DEI,
right?
Yeah. It's true. I think about, you know what I mean. You know, great points, both of y'all. I think about that. You know, it's like, man, do I pull the trigger on doing that thing? You know what I mean? And I think lately it's interesting how the risk taking years of your life are identified as your teens to your like late 20s. You know what I mean? But I like in the latter part of your life, you start to, you know, and I wouldn't say latter. I don't feel like I'm in my latter years, but I'm, you know, I feel like I'm entering a phase of my life where, as much as those were the risk-taking years, these are I feel like I'm entering the fearless years, like where I'm like, you know what, man, like I'm not gonna let fear dictate and rule my life at this point. You know what I mean? You know, I was reading, and you know, just different things, like how, you know, KFC, the Colonel didn't like KFC didn't hit until, like, it wasn't even an idea, it wasn't even his business until he was like in his 50s. You know, so many people. I mean, you know, speaking of Black Panther, one of the elders in the movie, she had never acted her whole life. She had never acted, but it was a dream of hers. And so she auditioned and shared her story, and that was how they ended up casting her in the movie as one of the elders. And she reprised her role as one of the elders in Wakanda Forever. She actually since passed away, but you know what I mean. The fact that, like, you know, you just get to a point where you're like, man, I'm not gonna let my dreams. You know what I mean. I don't want to let my dreams go to the grave with me.
I mean, she died empty, right? I mean, I think that's what we all want to get to. You know, we want to die empty, man. We want to do all the things that we were supposed to do.
That's what Miles Monroe said,
right? And then I also want to do the things that I want to do as well. You know what I mean? And you know, that's the point I want to get to. So I want to kind of turn this conversation a little bit and just talk a little bit about, you know, when people talk about like, you know, like, so like we work, but then we also got a side business and we work in that business. And then at what point, you know, do we pull that trigger and say, you know what, like, I'm going to go ahead and do this full time. And, you know, we're at an age in our life where we can't make that decision lightly. You know, it's like what y'all been saying, that, you know, we pull the trigger and then it don't work. Then shoot, forget gymnastics. Who gonna buy eggs and cheese and burger meat and all that stuff? Like,
but see,
you know what I mean?
What we say don't work. You know what I mean? I feel like that, you know.
And I'm just saying it for conversation, but
no, I get
you. A
you.
lot of people think like that.
There's ebbs and flows with everything, right? You know what I mean? Like, you going in life, you're gonna have some highs and then you're gonna have some lows. You know,
but we don't want to experience the lows, though, B. I think that's where. That's the impression I get a lot of times from folks is we don't want to experience the lows. We feel like we experience the lows, then we be about ready to quit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? That's part of life.
I agree. And I want you to get in before I have a thought. I'll follow. I'll keep my thought up.
Oh, I was just gonna say that's where the fear factor comes into play, right? You know, with the lows, when you're talking about like working a job, right? Working a full-time job where you're working 40 hours a week, you have a low a few weeks or even for a month, right? That paycheck is still consistent. You know what I mean? You're still getting that same check that's coming in. At the beginning of the year what you're going to get out at the end of the year. As long as you keep your job, you should know what you're going to be getting out, right? With business is different, right? If you take the time, you can take vacations and you have that as a benefit, like in a full-time position, right? You get 2 weeks of vacation, 3 weeks of vacation, 4 weeks of vacation. You can take that time off and you're still going to get paid the same amount. As a business owner, you take those 3 weeks off, and if it's during a busy season, right? You're not necessarily you're going to miss out on potential revenues depending on what type of business that you're in. So, I mean, those are all things to consider and to take into consideration when you're looking at the differences between the two. And the other thing that I would say is, it's not, I don't know if there's anything wrong with working a full-time job and then kind of dipping and dabbling in the business aspect of things. Like if that's your interest, like, or you have a specific hobby, make that a business, a part-time business. It could, or what you can start to do is to transition out of your full-time job, make that, part-time, and then focus more on the business aspect. If you feel like you're comfortable enough to take that leap of faith and step out of the comfort zone of the benefits of that full-time position as well too. So, I mean, I think there's different ways to acquire funds and, make sure that, you're still comfortable and your family is still comfortable throughout that process and that transition as well too. But I think the key is, if you're blessed to come from a household that or be a part of a relationship that has both the mother and father, or a partner, right? Within that, making sure that you guys are working together. I know there was a point in time where I wasn't. I was done. I was fed up with working for a little while, right? So what happened was Ezra, she went back to work full time, and then I was working part time, right? I was teaching, I was doing, some other part time work as well too, and she was the one that was, the breadwinner for that time, so I can kind of explore some other opportunities. If you have that flexibility in your relationship, again, that's one of those areas where you can kind of navigate that and kind of play around with that opportunity of entrepreneurship and still have that security, as a family as well too, to make sure that you're still earning money. So, I think it's not a one answer, to the process of, either making that transition and taking that leap of faith. There's multiple ways that you can do it. But I think it just kind of takes some coordination and understanding between you and your partner, or, if it's you on your own, making sure that the revenues that you have coming in on a monthly basis is going to be enough to sustain your lifestyle, but also, making sure that now you have these new bills that you didn't have before. Like you now have to pay for your insurance, you have to pay for, a lot of other things that come through as benefits with that full-time position as well too. So really just having a plan, and then starting to work that plan and, kind of following your dream, whether it's that's going to continue to work and get that pension at the end of this job that you're working in now, to help you, create some wealth, and you're setting up a business for later on in life, that you're going to transition into, or if you're going to be doing them simultaneously. I think it's just really kind of working a plan.
Yeah, I feel you, and I agree. Figuring out the plan that's gonna work and kind of allow you, allow you and your family to kind of make the transition, however you ultimately decide to make the transition, is a huge part of it, because I think as Kareem was referencing those lows, right? And you talked about that's kind of where that fear factor comes in. And again, as somebody who grew up, with in a house where the you got McDonald's money was a response, you know what I mean? Like or we got McDonald's at home, like you knew what that meant. So you don't want, like, there's that part of you that's like, man, I don't ever want to go back there, and I don't want my children to experience that. You know what I mean? But man, as I was sitting here and kind of listening to you, I thought about what hit me was everyone's probably familiar with the Rocky franchise movies, and I used to, like, until this very moment, until I had this very thought, man, Rocky 5 was my least favorite. And of the movies, it probably, like, the storyline probably didn't land as much with me still. But what I thought was powerful was, like, this man, here it was, this man was going from the mountaintop back down to the basement. And now granted it was the movies, but if you just looked at and considered his disposition, he never showed any signs of like give up or that he was somehow distressed about going back to going back to that place, because I feel like two things. One, he had already shown and proven to himself where he could get, what his work ethic could, where it could take him. And two, he was like, I know this, you know what I mean? I know how to navigate this and do well in it. So I feel like, I think about, you know what I mean? This guy, y'all got my wheels turning. I'm gonna just say that. Y'all got my wheels turning, man.
Well, the Rocky series, that was his last attempt. Or he was broke.
Yeah, the first movie, yeah. Sylvester Stallone was broken. That was like, from what I read, he went to the studio and they were like, hey, they wanted him to cast somebody else as the lead character as Rocky, because he was an unknown. And he said, no, I'm gonna be Rocky. And so finally, after negotiating and going back and forth with the studio, they said, yeah, okay, you can be Rocky, but we're only going to give you now this much budget and this much time to shoot the movie, because they didn't, and he, again, bet on himself.
Yeah. And
that movie became, the franchise that, look, now we into the Creed's movies, and that movie, those movies aren't even possible. We on what, Creed 3 now, is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and those movies aren't possible without the Rocky franchise that, gave birth to it.
So let's I got this thought. Tell me what y'all think. Our kids experience our financial decisions, because when you said earlier about Lil, and I've heard this phrase before, even though y'all clown me for living in the suburbs, but I've heard the, like, do you have McDonald's money, or we got McDonald's at home.
You heard your friend say it. You heard, like, your friend's parents say it. Like, he was in his friend's car. And his friend was like, yo, man, can we go to McDonald's? Like, that's what you mean.
But you muted, bro. You muted.
What you saying, bro?
I was saying that Kareem had McDonald's money.
Exactly.
You're not know he got McDonald's money.
Yeah.
Them dollar sandwiches he used to come home with. 4 or 5 of them joints and look at me.
Wait, whoa. Listen, man, I'm reformed. You gonna tell my story online? Say that for the book.
College
days swiftly passed.
Only Kareem would walk in a crib with other hungry people and grub for himself.
And he just told you I ain't had no money in college. So.
Nah, yo, I think you had more money than all of us, man. I was like, yo, where do I get this money from, man?
Man,
I don't know about
I
that.
was looking at Home Depot. Remember that?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yo, man.
Listen, he had on that orange apron, yo.
I just remember that. That escort was everything.
Yo, that escort, yeah.
Yo, we need to find an escort, old school escort like that, and just, you know what I mean. So you
take a road trip. Nah, I don't even think I could fit in there, man. I couldn't fit in there when I had it.
But hold on, time out though. Yo, what possessed you to buy a Saab though? Like what was going through your mind?
Oh, it was cheap. I got it for like $2,000.
Yo, but that thing rode good though.
Until it didn't, yeah. I mean,
It
I paid $2,000 for it, and then I put $2,000 in the engine, and then another part of the engine went, and I just gave it to my sister. I said, "If you want to get it fixed, it's yours, man." I went and got my Honda after that.
Yo,
Came over to the right side.
But didn't your
Right.
mom let us hold her? She had a station wagon, or did she have a van one time that we hold?
Yeah, it was a station wagon. That's when we
Yeah.
took that trip to Albany, man.
Oh man, yeah, that was a good trip, man.
Yeah, good times.
Ain't nothing worse than when bRho tried to leave me in New York, though.
Brandy, I don't know anything about this trip.
You know why?
I don't know anything.
Because you was always doing something you weren't supposed to be doing. That's why you got left behind all the time.
Brandy, I don't know anything about this trip.
Where be at? I don't know.
All right, we out.
I just want to put that out there. I don't know anything about this trip.
And Brock had the gold Nissan Maxima too. That joint used to ride too.
Man,
that joint used to ride.
5-speed, right?
Yo, he used to be doing $1,000 down the street. Like, yo, it was because it was the first standard he had got.
Yeah.
And yo, man, we was bolting through the streets in that Max.
Yeah, you couldn't tell us nothing.
Everybody had a stand. Didn't you? There wasn't a trucker standard too.
Yeah, it was a standard.
I taught him how to drive that joint because he didn't know how to drive a thing.
Yeah, he did.
Yo,
bRho had the green Honda though, man.
Did he paint it? Did he put
yeah.
the candy paint on it? Remember put the candy paint on the Honda?
This dude Kareem pulled up to my crib, right? Like it's, I'm like, what's going on? Like, so I got there, I'm like, yo, you got a stick? He was like, yeah. I said, man, get in the passenger seat, man. You don't know what you're doing. Let me show you how to do this.
Hold on. He done moved me. My car moved me to the passenger seat. It was like, hey,
because I'm like, you gonna tear this? Like, you gonna tear this truck up before you even get a chance to drive it?
I know that clutch gonna burn out, man.
Yeah, I mean, so I showed him in the lot behind Mortimer. That lot behind Mortimer. We went in that lot behind Mortimer, and then once he got that good, I was like, okay, now let's drive around the campus.
Yeah, I remember. But I think we started on your Honda though.
Yeah.
You had the white Honda too.
Yeah, because like the clutch, man, it was so smooth. That Honda was so smooth. Like I was like, it's gonna be easier for you to learn on this.
Yeah.
Than in your truck.
Yeah, the truck was more stiff.
It was stiff. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We weren't thinking about no economics at that time, man. We were just riding.
Yo, I was like, man, Kareem about to tear this truck up, man.
Yo, and then I got the rims on there too.
Yeah. He was looking. Yo, every time I saw Kareem once he put the rims on him, all I could think was like, low ride. Low rider.
Yo, man. I couldn't lower it though. I ain't had the money to lower it though. But
nah, you didn't need to put that.
I didn't pay for none of
no shocks. You didn't need to put that kind of stress on no shocks.
Nah, yo, man. Well, hold on. I was smaller back then. I wasn't. I wasn't that big back then.
Oh, nah, man. But man, yo, we was still trying to road trip in that joint.
Yeah, we did, man. Shoot. I know with bRho, I think we went to Albany. So I think we drove. Did we drive my car? When we took Isaac to Albany to go see his friend. You are muted,
bro.
Oh, did we have one? Did we have one of the Brockwood vans?
We took the BSG van one time.
Not the BSG van, it's a school van. Not BSG. School van, baby.
Man, it had BSG on the joint.
It was white, right? White with the green shirt.
It
don't have the BSG on there. It has Sunni Brockwood on there, bro.
Yeah, but then it had BSG on there.
I don't remember BSG on it, but
okay. Yeah.
Oh, I think you got that for us, right? Because Brew, I think you might have been the only one that
Yeah,
did.
man. Yeah, I had a little pull back in the
I don't think that was my trip though.
No. That wasn't your trip. That was the trip where Brew was eating chicken and driving at the same time. And I was amazed at how he was able to do that.
Were you amazed or jealous?
Yeah. All I can think about, what's that line in the song? Eating Jamaican food out of the
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on. He was eating chicken with the bone.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Yo, Mike, man, we were trying to make it happen.
Oh man, too many good times, man.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
I don't know what y'all talking about, man.
I was like, yo, wait a minute. Normally you eat like a burger.
I don't eat burgers, though.
You eat a bone-in chicken?
That's a fact. I've known Brew over like 25 years, and I've never seen Brew eat a burger. Never seen Brew eat a burger.
I'm crying.
Y'all are stupid.
Yo, Mike, you know your LB better than we do, bro. You know, listen, man. Oh my God, that's
cool, man.
Yo,
I got the hookup.
And here's how nonsensical we were, man. We was like, think about all the snow we done got this week here,
bro.
And we would be like, we be like, yo, road trip. Like, we gonna go road tripping this stuff.
Bro,
like,
I went to Binghamton in the weather we had last week.
Bro, listen.
Driving like 20 miles per hour to Binghamton, following my Sands, who he at the time he could not drive well. I love you, Sands, but man, my gosh,
we went out to Oswego. Yeah, and we would make these trips. Like, these are not like, we're not leaving during daylight hours. We were like, yo, we'd be like
11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it'd be like 9:30, and we'd be like, yo, man, what man, let's ride down
Oswego. But going to Oswego, that's a dangerous trip when it's dark out there.
On 104, straight shot.
Yo, but it's I don't even know how we did it, man, because I don't almost fell asleep.
Yo,
a lot of times driving.
There is not one light. It's not one light.
Nope.
And we never take the 90. We're gonna outsmart everybody. We're gonna take 104
because we're not paying.
The back road.
Because we're not paying.
We ain't had no money to pay the tolls. We ain't had no money to pay the tolls.
Bro, that's where I got that ticket. That's where I got that ticket in my Escort too on 104. Man. Going back from Oswego. Man.
We appreciate you.
I tried to get it thrown out too. I was at the time I was a coordinator for this what was it? Rochester Safe and Sound Anti-Gang Initiative when I was at Community Place.
Oh, yeah.
So like that same week after we got back, I think it was like a Monday or Tuesday, I had a committee meeting. So like I had it was Monroe County Probation Director. It was a couple of troopers on there, sheriffs, or so on and so forth. So at the end of that meeting, I said, I got an off-topic question. Is there anybody here that can get me off this ticket? I just got a ticket this weekend coming back from Oswego. And then I think when the sheriff said, well, what was it? Was it a moving ticket? I said, yeah, I was definitely moving. So he's like, it's a moving ticket. I probably can't do anything for you. But
man, they could have did something for you, man. They could have.
Yeah, there's always a way, right? But yeah, that trip, man, was something different. But I think it was probably about 2-3 in the morning, which I'm driving. Brew is in the passenger seat. I think I don't know who was in the back. Maybe Kareem and somebody else is in the back.
Wait, was I with you when you got that?
Maybe I can't remember. I just know we were headed back to Brockport.
I might have been
from Oswego. So when the cop come up, I know he looking at me. I'm at the point where I'm sure we had a drink or two, right? And I'm just like, yo, this is it. Like, like, I don't know, we about to get out of this one, but luckily he just gave me the ticket and we headed out.
I remember
yo, the Lord was with us, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
We was I went down for Thanksgiving to hang out with Irvin, right? And so Brew was like, yo, look, crap, man, when y'all get ready to build, man, come scoop me. We'll all ride back to Brockport together. I was like, all right, cool, say less. Yo, so me and Brew, I was like, okay. I was like, yo, I'll sleep the first leg. I'll let Irvin drive the first leg of the trip, and then like when we stop to get gas, I'll take over, right? So Brew was like, cool, we got a plan. Yo, me and Brew, we go to take a nap. We wake up, yo, my boy done drove like 2 hours in the wrong direction. Brew was so hot. Brew was hot. I was like, yo, to save my boy life, I was just like, yo, man, listen, I drive, man. I drive. I'm gonna take over. I drove, man. This 5 hour trip ended up taking like 9 hours. Like a trip to New York City don't take no time.
Did Brew take his hat and go like this?
Yo, Brew did. You know when Jamaicans get upset, they go. And I could see Brew was like, he was seasoned. I was like, yeah, nah. I was like, yo, E, man, I got it. I'm a drive, man.
Sleep. After that, I think I went to sleep, man. I was too hot.
It was that anger that you could only go to sleep after that.
Hey, but you know what though? The funniest trip I took to Oswego was, I know Mike is on here, when Bobby and Patrick was about to fight. I don't know if you have any people talk about
it. Mike laughing right now.
Yo, man, that trip, Bobby, man, and I'm driving too. And Patrick got the rules like, yo, nobody sleeps, yo. Nobody sleep. And Bobby in the front seat, and he wants to go to sleep. And Patrick was like, yo, man, Brew can't be driving and catch me sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep up, because we always doing the do, and all the dudes you could think of, we was doing it.
Yo, Mike said, nah, don't tell that story.
Mike said, nah, don't tell that story.
Hey. He said, nah, don't tell that story. Man, listen, man, that story was epic. It was an epic story, bro. Epic. And you know me, I just pull the van over. See, I dude want to fight, okay. I didn't let it go. I'd have pulled it over. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I go ahead, open the door, man. I'm in the car like this. I want to see this joint, man. I want to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it was funny, man. It was funny. It was a funny story.
True story. So, do y'all know Warren? Y'all know Warren here, Q?
Yeah, I know Warren.
Cool. Yeah, he cool as a fan, right? But so he was cool with my roommate, my boy Duran. His cousin Kamani was a Q, Q from, he was at UB, right?
Yeah, I know Kamani too.
Yeah, so he was like, yo,
Duran cousin, right? Like you said, right?
Yeah, that was Duran cousin. Yeah, so he was like, yo, we gonna go up there, and I guess they had something going on at like the Groove or the Grind or whatever. So we was like, all right, cool, we'll roll up there. And Warren was like, yo, all right, yo, I'm driving, jump in with me. So we roll up there, man. And now it's like, again, it's like 2 a.m. We drive back from Buffalo. And yo, this brother rolled down the windows, man, all the windows. And when you sleep, you don't realize it until the cold hits you. Man, I was so mad. I said, yo, that day I was like, yo, I was like, yeah, nah. That if there was any thought that I was ever going, I was like, nope, nah.
B, hold up. Out of the 4 of us, you know who's notorious for sleeping in the car?
Who, you?
No, you. You are notorious for sleeping in the car. B, you be good for like an hour, and then you start talking. Next thing you know,
bruh. If I'm not driving, what's the point?
Yo,
I'll drive as far
Ask Patrick.
I'll drive as far as you need me to go, but if I'm not driving, what's the point?
Patrick in the car. Hey man, listen, man. We're going to Buffalo to a party. I forgot Patrick had this little old car, man. This car was so good. It's like, you talk about iCar. Patrick got one of these old school cars. So they left early. You know what I'm saying?
Bobby insulated, bro.
Hey.
Bobby insulated different.
Hey, man. Don't stop talking about my LB, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Bobby got a triple pack goose on.
When we go to Buffalo,
why you think Bobby sound like he a blanket?
Bobby's the type of dude. Bobby just sit there and Bobby just go to sleep.
Nah, man. Listen, I owe Bobby for what he did to me. I owe him.
I heard you did that to yourself, bro.
Nah, man. He taught me into it.
Oh, you did that to yourself, boy. You did that to yourself. Between you and Brock set you up. Brock forgot that.
My own ADP.
Brock didn't really know about Bobby mind the way Bobby thinks.
Yeah.
I told Brock, I said, bro, you can't.
All I know is
Brock.
Trick was like, yo. He was like, yo, where Bobby?
Yeah, I better
go. It was like, yo. I ain't seen him in a few minutes. And then next thing I know, Trick was like, yo, B, you might want to check on your boy.
He looked around. He said, all right, let me go check on him. I see B came back upstairs. B just came back upstairs like, I'm like, Bobby got his head already?
I was 38, man. I was 38, man. I was so high.
B said, go downstairs and go look at him. I went downstairs, man. I said, my God. Brock was mad. I said, why you gonna be mad, man? I told you. I'm hyped. I'm like, yeah, I told you. We would have got that if you didn't take that off, boy. I was talking smack, man. I said we was gonna take no effort. We were just gonna just thank you very much. That's how we were gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? No effort, no fight. Yeah. We're just gonna have it's gonna be this time. We're just gonna listen a little bit. It's like taking lunch money from a baby. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't say nothing to us, man. Ain't nothing Brock could have said.
So Ike, that's why when it was your go round, it was different because you didn't have earthquake and thunder coming to your door. Bro,
he lived with me,
bro.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, nah, count me out on that one,
bro. Nah, man, nah. Bro, you didn't see my face? Y'all came to the door. I was like, no warning, no nothing. Like, yo,
they here.
Open up the door. God, okay. All right. That's what we doing.
I got it too, man. What you talking about? See, I left Ike with Bobby, man, and I was man, the whole time.
You can't leave nobody with Bobby, bro.
Yo, man, I thought Ike was auditioning for the Players Club one night, man. I said, man, if you don't stop shaking, man.
It was cold, man. It was cold.
Bobby, I told Bobby, I said, B. Don't let me shoot you, man. Yo, man.
Oh, you said that to him?
Yes. I said to Bobby. He's like, yo, come on, man. Come on. I said, B, let me shoot you. Guy. You know what I'm saying? Man, no, because I know Ike time is so close, man. I'm like, yo, I can't wait. I'm hyped. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I was just like, yo. I was like, man, Ike, come with me, man. Man, my boy was just shaking.
My ex-girlfriend got sick, man. I said, Gotta take her home, man, because she's not feeling well. I said, damn. And at the time, I'm all the way in Rochester, man. I'm not out at the port no more. And I said, yo, you gonna be all right? And he's like, yeah. I said, all right, cool.
Yeah, man.
He's in charge. Man, I got pictures, man. I got pictures with Ike, man, blowing us. Bobby took the dude to some of his old spots, man. He used to do things at. Man, I said, this here. I said, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it was cold. It was cold.
Hey. I said, Bobby.
I only weighed like 120.
Easy.
And I lost weight during that whole part. So I was already whatever I was at the beginning of the semester. I was minus 15. So at that point,
Mike, I did, Mike. I left my boy with Bobby. Man.
No, but yo, he said leave Bobby with Bobby. Like you can't, that dude can't even be left alone by himself.
Mike, I threatened the dude, man. I said, don't let I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? And the man didn't care. It was during our Black and Gold weekend.
Yeah.
You know, Andrea came up. Andrea wasn't feeling too well, and I had to take her home so she could get some rest. And I had to leave him, man.
Yeah, that rice wasn't cool either. Yeah, Bobby came with his whole just a bag of stuff. It's like he just went to Walmart and just like was grabbing stuff, man. It was
I love Lucci was around too. I said, oh my God.
Man,
I said, well, Lucci will be fine with Lucci.
Lucci got like 20 minutes. And you like he like Mike Tyson, man. 3 rounds and
it was Gary who was acting crazy. So
I was about to be, you know what?
Gary is funny, man. Gary got a little bit complex, man.
Oh no, he wised up though. He saw me at the thing, the surface, and
Gary got little people complex, man.
Yeah, I was about to put them hands on him. He knows.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is brothers talking. This is
because nothing is greater than brotherhood.
He was doing too much, man. He was doing too much. Why you got to be across the? Nigga, why you? I said, yeah, because I said so. Yeah, you mean, man? You just got here today. What you mean? What you saying? What you mean? That must be so. The last. What do you mean? He got real quiet, man, because I guess he figured that didn't come out too well. It didn't come out in English. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad at that point.
Hop off that bandwagon, boy. Man, my old school brothers, man, all the other cats that would say, "Oh, bro, you good? You did a great job." Oh, say no more. All right. I didn't, if I put somebody lights out, man, I just want to make sure everybody else was cool with it, man. You know what I'm saying? The dude come there, man, was like posing, acting like he was the hardest one. Like, I'm like, okay, man, I'm gonna give him a couple minutes of fame, man.
Mike, who got what from DQ? What are you talking about?
Old school that was there. DQ was there.
He got little people complex from DQ.
What's the name?
DQ not little though.
Nah, but he'll give you little people complex.
Oh,
Papa was there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What's the name was there? What's Smooth brother named Smooth, man, from Buffalo? He was there too before he left.
You talking about Leon? Yeah,
Leon was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah,
Leon was there. That was
I got the biggest crossing.
He sure was there.
And I think David Andrews was there. David was there too.
David was there. I remember David.
They was there. So I went to them dudes. I said, "Yo, y'all good? Burwell, is there any problem?" No. Why?
Burwell was driving it was like a telephone van, like a telephone.
I don't know. I didn't even know if Burwell drive, man. I always see people gotta get Burwell.
Burwell, man, that's my guy right there, man. When stuff happening, Burwell gonna show up, man.
Burwell came through.
Yeah, man. Burwell gonna show up, man.
Yeah. Rob Harris wasn't there. Rob Harris never was there.
He came around later.
Rob Harris, I never see Rob Harris nowhere. No, you don't.
Oh, yo.
Hey, Robert had saw.
He my granddad, so we had to go see him.
We had to go see him.
We had to go see him.
He had me going to the door and like probably not at the right time. You know what I mean? Go answer the door. What?
Let me tell you something, man. I never sit in a place where I was just like, I'm counting down because I don't want to just leave. I want to give him his time. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you, when I be like, yo, man, we're about to be up out of here, I wish when I could say, yo, man, we up out of here. Say, no, let's move it. Let's get out of here, boy. Man, when we go hit that car, boom, jump the car, we was out. I ain't never leave some place so fast, boy.
Yeah, you can't stick around. You can't stick around, bro. Can't stick around.
Not Rob Harris.
I ain't stick around here at all. I said, oh, okay.
Hey, man.
I'm praying.
He said, "I'm praying."
Good times.
Yeah,
out of here, boy.
Well, I like the fact, man. We went on this little rabbit hole. I think probably
that was a huge transition. I'm not even sure if we could bring it back to the topic.
Man, we done.
So I just looked at it as the relevance and importance to fraternities and brotherhood in 2025
That was good.
That makes sense.
I like how you did that.
I gotta make a special trip though, man. I got invited to go see somebody like a little nephew of mine.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All I do is look now. That's all I do, man.
I'm gonna go there and do the same thing, Kareem.
I just look.
I look, but I just gotta. I gotta witness that,
Yeah, man. Probates. That's it, man. Probates. That's all I do. Oh.
No, I want to go through. I want to go because it's big sister had sent his peoples to come see me and Bobby and the crew. So. We gotta
people don't know. Sometimes they be setting their people up, man. Sometimes you gotta,
I may have a couple push-up for him, send for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just do the push-ups with him. That's all.
I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we just working out together. That's all.
Yeah. So right.
That's it.
Mommy, aka. Uncles are alpha, so you good?
Yo, I had to talk to ask my son today. He had on like an outfit. It said 1906. I said, what does that year mean? He was like, I said, come on, man, you gotta know this, man. Like, you gotta know these years. I felt my mind starting to switch, and I was like, man, he just
Yeah, you had to give him some grace.
Yeah, I had to give some grace.
I'm setting up my little son from now. I'm setting him up. I haven't put on alpha stuff once in a while. Take a picture.
Yeah, you set him up for later.
Black, you was wearing this thing. You think it was cool?
Yep.
I gotta give him something. I gotta do something to get at him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just gotta get him something to get at him, man. If I see any one of y'all sons wearing some alpha stuff, I'm gonna just take a picture of it, man. You know me, I'm a collector of items. Like,
KJ can't fit his shirt no more. He got like my dad is an alpha shirt. That's about it.
Yeah, that one is cool. I just, sometimes you want to put my hat on and stuff like that. So yeah, all right, click.
Well, Brandy got pictures of him throwing up the fire. I said, why you let him do that?
Because I surely wasn't about to get Isaiah, boy. I was gonna get him because I was ready. I was gonna travel to see Isaiah.
Yeah, he done seen about 10. He done seen about 10 groups. Him and Lil James.
Yeah.
All right, well, bros. We at about an hour and 8 minutes. It's been a great discussion. Anybody that's watching, if you looking for the economic empowerment stuff, just go back to the first 40 minutes. After that, I think we just needed to have this conversation because one, we bros, and two, you know, sometimes we just have these type of conversations, and then what it is. This is what we're gonna do anyway.
Yup.
We just recording it. Except they
You
cut.
muted, Bello.
Shout outs.
Shout us out.
We doing more than recording. We're inviting them into a space where it's safe to, you know what I mean, to feel, to be, to grow, to let go. You know what I mean? Like it's, you know, it's more than just, you know, us just talking. You know what I mean? Like this is a space, and everybody's invited. You know what I mean?
That's why we started.
If you don't have a space, you know, listen. You got one now. You know what I mean? We here Mondays at 9.
Mike said, "Hey, Mike, which one of the night was crazy, man? New York City night? That's the night you're talking about? Spring break?"
Yeah, man. Y'all cast in the mid-90s, man. Y'all was on something.
God.
Y'all was on something different, man.
We was on something different, totally different, man.
I don't know
Cats came up to see Bobby. Bobby got his car towed, and then Bobby lost it.
Mm.
They didn't see Bobby. They see 3 of us, the other 3 cats.
He never found it there.
Nah.
He lost it. Never found it.
But guess what, though, B? Said it's done. These dudes is talking to us. You know what I'm saying? They talking, you know, whatever, B. Guess who coming in, B? Coming in like, all over again, B. Another 2 hours. B. We could choke that dude, B. We could choke that dude, man.
Man, we was about to go home.
He was supposed to stay lost.
Yo, stay lost, dude. Stay lost. Stay lost, man. This dude came in like, yo, I'm here. All you hear, Bobby. Yo, we could have. Well, man, I know Mike would have been like, yo, I will beat this dude. Hey, man, them 2 babes, dude. Lord have mercy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad maybe it's okay that I didn't have any LBs, man. Maybe it's all right.
Having LBs is good, man.
I would have loved to have had LBs, man. I would have loved it, but that's not how the cards drop.
Yeah. And number 1 was solid. Jesus. I don't know if Mark taught him that time greeting. I don't see nobody ever learn it like that. That wouldn't be me. Mark would still be teaching me that today. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Ike, who teaching the time greeting, right? Was it Shocker?
Shocker. Yeah.
Shock and B.
See, he said Bobby missed the set. Yeah, he missed it, but he came in.
He should have kept missing it though. Like, what possessed him to come back? Like,
man, because them dudes came there for him. You know what I'm saying? But he's just like, yo, and they got these another little short dude named Chris, man. I still want to punch that dude in his face. I'm sorry.
Yo, 30 years later.
But it be like that though, man.
A little short dude too, a little short one. Like, yo, I used to be like, yo, I just want to smush him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, big boy, blah blah blah. They just running his mouth like he was the toughest thing in there. I'm like, man, you ain't gonna sit down somewhere, man. You know, man, I told that dude, man, he swing like crap. I think I hurt his feelings.
He said, "I eat those."
Yeah, I did. I told him. I got up and said, "Come again, big brother." They hated me, man. They hated me.
That's the one thing, man, that I learned that made people real upset when they thought they got one up on you. And
Hey, B, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's a set, man. I tell you, I got the hardest thing, man. It's this dude, man, them Irv joint was the truth, man. Irv, he's like, ooh, big boy. I see, I got you. In my mind, I came in front. I never say nothing to him. I just tilt my joint a little bit, man. Be like, oh, you ain't gonna do that what you just did. Woo, he put it on me, boy. Put it on me. you, Herb. I told him, I said, yo, bro, I never get hard, boy, my life.
But yo, back to what you were saying though, it is true, man. Like afterwards, you do. It's like you got a hit list out. You be like, yeah,
Dude,
I got
it's
this one right here.
three cats,
I'm
man.
gonna talk to this one here. Yo,
Yo,
and Bilal and Brock, man, them dudes though. Yo, Brock had a hit
our
list.
get back was different. Our get back was just different.
Yo, we was like, all right, you was, yep.
I
Got
told
you.
Brock,
Cool.
Brock about that dude in Binghamton. Brock called him, be like, yo, Spence, what's the man through the window?
Our get back was just different.
He called me something like that. I said, if he's not listening,
Like, yo,
go through the
Like,
window.
like we was like really dudes from the hood. Like, yo, our get back was different. We was really dudes.
Yo, we're gonna
from
catch
the
you
hood.
at the next party. We're gonna catch you at the convention. Wherever you at, just know we're gonna come see you in a different way. Like, yo, just know.
Isaac was like 5 days old, man. I took him to Q's. Isaac went down there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then one of y'all boy was about to get his butt tossed through the window. I don't never like him.
Yeah.
Then Isaac go, yo, come with me. Isaac looked at him, man. You ain't better go somewhere else. You see my Dean over there? If you don't say move, I'm not moving. No, you come by Isaac. Come with me.
Nah.
Isaac, man, you ain't get out of here, man. Then his Isaac look at him. I think his name was Kyle or something like that, a light-skinned boy.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He ain't tuning in to Bro Talk no more.
I don't. He's not that Kyle. Not that Kyle.
Oh, not that one.
Oh, okay. That's him dude from, I think he plays in Binghamton.
Yeah, Kyle's cool, man. Yeah, but nah, I just, I think about cats now and I think about us back then, man. It's just certain like things we just didn't go for, man. And we didn't take a long time.
Go for it, man.
Yeah.
Go for it. That dude, he should have come over to me and be like, hey, can I rock with your ace? I'd be like, oh, for sure. Go ahead. But you ain't gonna leave this space and go to another space. Nah. It ain't gonna happen like that, shorty.
Nah, the thing that will get me upset though is we'll be at like a convention, right? And it'll be like us, maybe like the state one. And you just kind of first starting out, bro. Don't come at me trying to do like 100 different challenges, bro. Like I'm not doing this with you,
bro.
Either we gonna grip up or not. If we not, that's fine.
You know what be funny? You know what be funny?
I ain't gonna do this
funny
with
is
you right
like,
now.
yo,
I hate that. Like, just don't talk to me.
Like, it's a convention. Everybody here is an alpha. Like get out of here, man.
Cats came at me in Terrytown, my New Year. Binghamton, this boy named King. Gary Shaw Sands named King. Never forget him. Disrespecting me. And bros from New York, I had to tell him, but like, you don't know this is Biggie, nigga. You better back off. He said to me, straight out, can I get my 6+1? I said, of course you could get it, bro. But I said, can I get it back? And I looked at him like, I'm not one of them. And I'm standing up there with his son too, because his son was a solo. My son Gene Baptiste from Haiti, ICN, that's my boy. My boy looked at me like, Sam, you getting at him hard. I said, man, listen, man, these niggas, they ain't gonna be discredit me. I said, you crazy? In Terrytown, never shut it down right there. I got at him. I just shut it down. For the whole rest of the whole time, bro. Ain't nobody come at me in any disrespectful manner. I just set the tone.
I already know what time it is.
You know what be funny is like I go in the room now and I observe stuff and it's like, when like just you see how different people come through now. Like the way we were raised, it was like, yo, if you go in a room and you and Neo, you go in that room assuming everybody in there is older than you and you supposed to show deference. Like, yo, you go introduce yourself. You go, hey bro, da da da.
Yep.
Man, I walk in the room now and Cass be like,
they waiting for you.
Yeah, like
they waiting for you.
I'm 20 plus in, bro. I ain't gotta say nothing to nobody. Like, yo, and if you coming on some like challenge and stuff, yeah, all right, that way, man. I because
I ain't knowing all that.
gripping you don't make me or break me. So,
It don't. It don't.
That's how I felt at the probate for our boys in Brockport, right? So I went in there, and I'm not around that much, right? So all the younger dudes, they don't know who I am, right? You know, they have no clue, and they probably think that I didn't come through like undergrad, right?
They all think that.
Grad chatter.
They all think that now.
You know, so yeah, exactly. So I'm just walking around. I'm seeing everybody with they gear on, everything, with they letters on, everything like that. I just walk past them until like one of our younger brothers say, "Oh yeah, this is my pro fight." Da, 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 da. And then they want to go grip me up. I'm like, "Nah, what's good, man?" That's how you get at that point. I'm like we don't need to go down and do all that excitement stuff, because now you understand, like, you know, where I came from. If you're gonna respect me as an alpha, respect me as an alpha, period, right?
That's it.
Like, and that's how I look at the situation. I understand, like, there's different scenarios, situations where how people came in, but at the end of the day, man, a brother is a brother, and you move
a
forward.
man is a man, bro. I mean,
Exactly.
even, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, as a man, like, at least say what's up. Like,
exactly.
You got gray in your beard, you got gray in your hair.
What I got to do with anything?
It don't. It don't.
I think, Kareem, you might be grayer than all of us.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm like, but if somebody look older, now I'm not saying it's always the case, but like if you like, it's what Isaac said, man. Like, people just gotta use their brain, right? Like, if you walk in somewhere and you know you just been in for like a year or two. 9 times out of 10, if you walk into a room with bros, everybody's probably gonna be older than you.
Yeah, I'm about to say anything.
And you're not gonna know who they are.
You're not gonna know who they are.
Less than 10, man. Act like you know, man. Like, act like go in the room and humble yourself, man.
But it's not even just that. It's like, be ready to run down your stuff.
Yeah, that's what I said. Go
and
humble
yourself.
Yourself.
And number two, this the other part. This might seem small, but maybe because. And I remember bRho telling me this. Yo, if you just getting in, right, and we gripping, don't put your hand on top. You're supposed to cover that joint up, man. That's the first thing. Like, you don't come like nah, bro. No, this way.
I learned that from DQ and Mark.
You don't do that, man. Like that, like, to me, that tells me a lot right there. Like, nah, man, it's your job to cover that thing, cover it up, man. But anyway,
it's different.
We get too deep into
it's a different time, man. It's a different. There's certain things that I believe that we should change with, and there's some philosophies that I see kept. You gotta keep it. I don't care. And I don't have to grip you either.
Nah,
you know I don't have to grip you. You know me. You know me with grips. I just don't give them joints out, man. I go to a party and I see people.
Yep.
You know me, I keep walking. You know what I'm saying? I don't give them out. No, sir. I don't give them out.
Yeah. Yes, COVID.
I'll give you a fist. You know what I'm saying? Hey, keep it moving, bro. Life happens.
But people do that in a lot of situations, man. It's not even just in that. It's even with family. It's the same thing with family, man. Sometimes you just gotta.
That's it. With family.
What up? Salute. I ain't got a whole lot to say. Like, I'm gonna let you.
Before we tear up any families, let's get to these shout outs.
You're right.
Hey, just so that you know. Hey, y'all boy Kareem never brought me my country sweet. I just want to put that out there, people.
Yeah, I forgot.
You know what I'm saying? Just let y'all know. You know
he was sick, man. He was sick.
I just want to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Put him on blast. But hey, when I come back to the Rock, man, I'm gonna cook for you. The first thing that's I'm gonna make you some food, man.
That's in the cart though.
Just to rub it in, you know what I'm saying?
That's in the cart for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I called you and told you I forgot to. I didn't even hide it.
You sure did. I was so excited. I thought he'd be like, yo, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I read it. I said, oh,
my bad.
You got some Medina care package, Kareem.
You know I do. I got it in the cart.
Like, this dude here.
Got the cart, man.
All right, man. I got you.
Got the cart. All right, who's shouting out first?
Hey, man, I'll go first, man.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to John Underwood, man. I haven't talked to my little brother in a minute. Love and respect, bro. I got to give you a call.
I saw him Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shay either. I haven't seen Shay. I don't know what Shay doing.
Hey, man, he just won the competition for Toastmasters in his division.
What is the? It was flexing.
Public speaking.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah.
Flexing. One of them tied ass bikini and stuff. Shout out to my boy Shay. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations on the Toastmaster. Winning the Toastmaster, man.
They can't just have a clean compliment, can he? You gotta.
What else up there? I got to shout out. Miss Smith, Toy. I miss you, Toy. We haven't talked in a minute. You know, we got to talk soon. Shout out to Anna, my Spanish Dominican mommy. Love you, Anna. Miss P, love you too, Miss P. Rachel, love you, Rachel. Carla, love you, Miss Facey. Shout out to Ernie Walker, my pastor at Full Gospel Tabernacle, man. Brother Walker Jr., my guy. I love you, man. I haven't talked to you in a minute, but expect a phone call real soon just to check in. Love and respect to you, my brother. And all the Grants and all the Whites, Sarah, Doris. Big up yourself. Love and respect. I'm out.
Yo, shout out to my barber, because if you see the line, it's lining. So shout out to my barber, aka me.
What's that go?
That's that number one stuff.
Yo, now listen, man. Shout out to family. Everybody that knows us knows February is a tough month. February and March, but we all we got, so we get through it. So to my family, prayers up. Shout out to my big sis, her and her husband Dale. They're celebrating their anniversary. So Keisha, happy anniversary. Dale, happy anniversary, bro. Love y'all. Shout out to the cast of The Wiz, man. Me and my wife, we went to see The Wiz. That was
Don't tell us about it, man. I'm gonna go see it Thursday.
Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie? So you got the gist, right? You know what I mean? Have you, okay. So just this not for nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I did grow up in a black household, though.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, you was like, don't spoil it, like.
I ain't gonna. You can spoil it for me. I don't know. I ain't gonna go see no damn Wiz. I don't know what the damn Wiz is.
You Jamaican?
I don't care about the Wiz. It was never grow up in my household. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, but yeah, man.
Bob Marley music I'm playing on my old soul, Benjamin. I'm playing the Wiz music.
Yo, it was the cast was phenomenal, singing outstanding. I mean, it was dope. It was a really good time. So shout out to my wife, my beautiful wife, for accompanying me, man. She looked amazing, and I hope she enjoyed, because we took the kids one night, and then one night was just us. So we went and saw it, and seeing it just us and seeing it the second night, it was really, really amazing, man. It was just the energy, the vibe, the atmosphere. It was
What was that?
So, auditorium theater.
Yeah.
So it was
on Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
right there on Main Street, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And it was phenomenal. Shout out to the cast and everyone, and like I said, my beautiful wife for accompanying me.
I love plays, man. I love plays too. I do.
Yeah.
I used to go to the ones at Brockport. I used to go to that.
It's worth checking out. If it comes your way, man, definitely go check it out. It's a really good show. And like I said, the cast, you know what I mean? It's not the Broadway cast, but they do an amazing job. So to my kids, I mean, they're some amazing little people, and like I said, my oldest, he was shoveling all last week, and he just
tell him I need to borrow something, man.
Yeah, I got you. I tell him.
I'm gonna need $5.
Yes, sir. And then my youngest, he's a character, man. The dude got mad with me last night, and so he was upset. So he kept coming in and out of me and my wife's room, and Mom, I love you. He did it like 8 times, like this. Oh, Mom, you're the greatest mom ever. And so
Get out of here.
yeah, but then today he said, Dad, I love you. I was like, okay. Oh, so you're not mad at me no more. He was like, we good. So yeah, and again, I just appreciate family, man. Just appreciate family.
Yes, sir.
Well, I want to shout out to my wife and to my kids. Tomorrow's my son's birthday. He's gonna be the big 1-0.
So double digits.
Yeah, man. He's excited. 10 years old tomorrow, bro. Yeah. 10 years old, man. So yesterday,
right behind him.
Oh yeah. Yesterday we were at church and we seen one of the members. He moved to North Carolina. He came back. He's a big dude. He cut hair. I think you know him, B. He went to Edison back in the early 90s. Damien Faison.
Oh yeah. Man, what? Man, that's my cousin, bro.
Yeah. So he came back. Yeah, so we chopped it up for a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
So I brought KJ to him because he didn't see him because he was in the kids ministry, and he was talking to him like, "Yeah, man, you know you playing football." Yo, KJ, I don't know what he said to him or something. He was like, "Well, show me what you got." Yo, KJ went in and tried to tackle him. Like he didn't even think twice about it. He just went in and was like, I was like, whoa, hold on, man.
Told him what to do. Show me what you got.
Show me. And I'm thinking like, man, this kid is gonna be 10. I said, I kind of feel sorry for the kids he's gonna have to go up against, man, because this kid is like relentless.
Mini tank.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, he's excited, man. I got him something that he wants for his PlayStation, and he's got a little thing happening over the weekend. He got a basketball tournament. My daughter, shout out to her, she finished her season a couple weeks ago, and then she has a tournament for a travel team, man. So kids are doing well, man, doing well with grades, academically. They have good behavior in school, everything, man. So kids are just doing it, man. And want to shout out to my church, Glory House International. And yesterday, man, we dedicated, I think, 8 families, 8 baby dedications yesterday. So, man, definitely want to shout out, man, to the house for that, and want to shout out to the bros in general. And man, there's another shout out, and I can't remember, but anyway, I'll come back with it next week.
While you think, I'm gonna throw this one out there before Isaac jump in.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, it is my wife's last week of her master's program.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Yes.
Congrats.
Where's she at?
Brains and beauty.
Where's she at?
Grand Canyon University.
Okay.
That's what's up, man. That feeling is beautiful, man.
A lot of money
beautiful feeling.
So
Grand Canyon ain't cheap.
Nah, but the campus is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It ain't cheap.
Yeah. They we went out and caught a basketball game a couple years ago, man. It's D1. It's D1. It's in the WAC. It's in the WAC conference, Western Athletic Conference.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this man, but yeah, it ain't cheap.
Well, if y'all get a chance, I mean, Brew, you worked at a D1 school, man, but going to the games, that is a great experience, man. Like going to games at that level, it's just a different feeling.
So they got a student section, right? And the way they do it, the first fans that they let in the building are the ones that's gonna sit in the student section, and they have to they basically there's no ticket for the seats. Like you got to be the first one to get to a seat. So if you can get a floor seat, you just gotta book your way to it.
Yeah.
And man, seeing that energy, that atmosphere, and that environment, it's really impressive, man. I mean, like just the whole pregame show, all the energy and lights, pyrotechnics,
All that.
smoke machines. Yeah, they go all out, man. It's dope. If you get a chance, like you said, if you get a chance to see it at that level, man, check it out. But yeah, shout out to my wife for she mastered it. So
congrats,
Congratulations. Congratulations.
You know,
huge accomplishment.
Brains, beauty, and I would say the other one, but I ain't gonna say that.
Gotta step out there boldly, bro.
Gotta pop out and show 'em.
Yeah, I agree.
Yo, I said that to a bunch of kids, man. That did not go well. They looked at me and was like,
I mean, we looking at you the same way.
They gave me my old man card. They was like,
yeah, you definitely an old head.
Kareem, tell Ethan I say what's up, man.
Oh yeah, I let him know.
Yeah. Tell Pastor, man, we gotta link up.
Yeah, man, we gotta all link up, man. We in Rochester, man. We just in our homes.
Yeah, Ethan doing his thing, man. He actually one of my students called me the other day while I was at work. I was just getting out of a meeting, which is the only reason why I answered it. But he was one of my former students, and he called me because I guess he was talking about different people, and he's like, oh yeah, one of my professors, Isaac Bliss, he said da, da, da. Mm-hmm. So Ethan looked at him, he's like, oh, I know Isaac. He's like, you don't know Isaac. So he called me, the student called me. He's like, I got somebody here that said he know you. Mm-hmm. He gets on the phone like, yeah, you know who this is? I'm like, nah. He actually sounded like John at the moment. So he's like, oh, this Ethan. I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? So it's good to see him there. He's definitely doing his thing, definitely making an impact on the students and, making those connections as alphas do within the community, because people get on here talking like they know stuff. And
don't do it. I
know nothing. You know what I mean? So, it's all good. Like we all over the place. We're represented all over the place, and we're doing amazing things within this city and across the world.
100%.
Shout out to good brothers.
No doubt.
Shout out to good brothers. I just want to really quickly just do some shout outs. Had a great week last week. We mentioned a little bit earlier, but had an opportunity to go on a cruise with the fam. A large portion of Ezra's family went, in addition to my sister and one of her friends went on the cruise as well too. We had a great time. There's probably about 30 of us, so you can imagine trying to get to a port and getting around from there. But we rented a couple buses while we were down there to get back and forth. The kids had a great time, causing havoc all over the boat. So it was just great to be able to kind of see them all in their element, spending time with their cousins and getting that quality time in together. So it was just definitely a great experience. Definitely got a shout out during that trip. We were in the Bahamas last day of the cruise, and we're in the marketplace. And as I'm standing on the steps, waiting for Ezra to come and get the kids, and then come walking up is this short Asian woman, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, oh shoot! It was Sophia. So her husband and her husband and their kids were there. And she walked up. She was like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, "Oh, expletive, right?" I'm like, I gotta come all the way to Bahamas and run into you. So it was great to see Sophia, man. You and your family. Look beautiful, look great. Glad you guys were out there having a good time, man. It was great to see you. And Ezra and I got a picture with her, so we'll share that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a little bit later.
That's cool.
But it's always dope kind of running into people that you haven't seen in a long time and in the oddest places, like on an island somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was definitely a dope experience. And I just want to give a shout out to Ezra's sister, Karen and Jerry. Kamaya's father, who are going to be laying their daughter to rest this Friday. So we're going to be making another trip down to New York City, for those services. And just everybody, if you can, just send up a prayer for the family. And, we really want to make sure that this is really a celebration of life. Great Miss P is going to be coming down, and, some of the people that her light has shined on here in Rochester and, in Brockport. And she was only there for, 4 short years, but, made a huge impact. And, we're definitely going to celebrate her light and her life and the impact that she had on people on that day. So trying not to look at it as a day of sorrow, but a day of celebration for Kamaya. And, definitely just want her family to know that we love her. From Bro Talk, we're thinking about her. We're thinking about them during this time, and we're there for you if you need anything. So, and of course, we want to make sure that we're closing out Black History the right way. So, if you know a Black business owner, and we talked a little bit about that, go out and support them, because it's not easy to make it in this business world. But also, we just want to make sure that we're supporting each other. We're making sure we want to make sure that we have representation, representation within the community that shows that we're supporting each other, so people can't, get on these platforms and say that we're not. And talk about all the negative things that are happening and not focus on the positive. So Black people support Black people today, tomorrow, this month, next month, and always. That's it for me. Anybody else have anything they want to add? All right. Peace.
Peace.